Use my jacket.
Oh, all these people out there radio land. You working?
No.
Not real good. Not real well. It's the furnace.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can't see my notes. Okay. I'm entertaining a motion to accept the minutes for board meeting November 14th.
Is the microphone on?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start it again. I'll talk a little bit louder. How's that?
Perfect.
First thing on the agenda is the approval of minutes for the board meeting November 14th. I entertain a motion for that. So move. Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Second agenda is approval of the minutes for a special board meeting November 21, 2022. That's entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
I make a motion to approve those minutes.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Our next item of business is the approval of the agenda. I entertain a motion that we approve the agenda.
Actually, I wanted to add to the agenda to talk about the money from the commissioners. $1,000 payments. Can't hear.
Okay, we can add that as after we have a motion to approve it.
I'll make the motion.
Okay, any discussion? Mary Ann, what would you say?
I would like to add on to the agenda to speak about the money that came from the commissioners.
For the ARPA money.
Yes.
Under new business?
Okay, put that as letter F under old business. Yeah, that's an agenda. Anything else? Okay, the motion on the floor is to approve the agenda as amended. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carried. At this time, if we have any public comment on the agenda items only, if you have an agenda before you, either entertain comments at this time. Yes, ma'am.
Linda Reynolds, I just wanna say good job on your website, I looked at it the other day, and the calendar on it, very cool, good job.
Notice I looked at Andy. She's been working a lot. Thank you. Thank you, Andy. Do you have any more comments on the agenda? Okay. Public comment will be closed then. Oh, we're gonna start with the supervisor's report. This is a bigger job than I thought it was. So supervisor report. We have a broke down truck. That broke down the last time we had snow. It's at the, is Leonard here? No. Okay. It is at the mechanic's office right now, at the mechanic's garage. Looks like about $1,200, item to fix.
So do we need motion to?
Yeah,
Spend it?
we wanna do that right now?
We can.
Okay, so then, I guess I'll entertain a motion to repair, so what it is the injection pump has grenaded on us. And so I entertain a motion that we repair the plow truck, township plow truck.
We have somebody who's gonna operate the plow truck.
Leonard has been, he's taking care of fixing it too, so. I'm just assuming, he said he would.
You could stay on.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And have we figured out what we're going to put as far as like when he needs to go plow, like what depth of snow or what, by
So-
what time in the morning? Have
We
discussed
were-
that?
We were working on scope of work, I don't think we have that finished yet, do we? But we are working on that, yes.
So I have Coral, west side of the street, and this is an entire job description describing each street, and for Coral, for Trufant, obviously the fire station is null and void, but, and kind of goes up, because this is what they used to, and this is what Leonard gave, and before, as far as what he plowed and what he still planned on plowing. So in front of the businesses, and in front of the post office here in Coral. And then he has the streets as well.
Okay, and he's
So-
gonna do that at like an inch, 2 inches? You don't know.
Well, we don't know, because we've never discussed that, nor have we established it. So, this is the time to do that.
May I see that?
Yes.
Either way, it's gotta be Either put it south or down.
And then do we have a backup person in case Leonard is at work or?
Go.
I think I heard,
Yeah, Steve Kane has been a backup, but we haven't actually established that as a permanent position.
I think we were waiting to see what the plow truck repair.
Yeah,
would be
whether we
before
were gonna fix it, before we.
established anything else.
so on the fuel injection pump, what are they doing? Are they rebuilding it? Are they replacing it?
So. Probably No, they can't. It blew up the governor inside grenaded, took out the housing. So it's a whole new injection pump. Yeah, it'll be, yeah,
Okay,
but we don't have a core, so it's gonna be a little pricier than we'd hoped.
for that year, I don't think that's installed, 1,200?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's not outrageous.
no. We're getting the nod from the mechanic himself. I second your motion, then to repair the plow truck for
Oh, no,
$1,200.
did anybody make one?
I made the motion.
Okay,
Second?
okay, we got a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise? Okay, motion carried. Hopefully that will be done
before it snows.
By the end of the week, yeah.
Hey, usually don't they plow when it gets 2 inches of snow? And it's kind of a common thing, when you get 2 inches of snow, that's what that.
Do we want to? Where's that list? You got that one?
Well, I just know, I mean, if the township is gonna plow, right, and there's liabilities there, so we need to figure out under what
Yeah.
criteria we're gonna plow. Do we have a backup person, right? So
I just assume
it's all
not
liability.
have the
That's all I
township
see.
plow, but that's what we're stuck with right now.
I mean, do we need to consider hiring an outside company to come in?
What was it before?
24/7.
There was nothing
What was
established,
in-house?
There
Was it
never was
before?
anything,
There wasn't?
not
no.
that I could find.
People just got together and plowed the streets
Wow, really?
when it was needed. There was no policy before. It just,
You got filthy heat at fall and knocking front of you, that's
yeah,
safety of the township.
yeah, it seemed like a good thing to do. But we did this in case we were to have an outside company do that for us. So, we'll probably continue operating as we have been in the last. Yeah. Back when Eggets was doing it with his record. Okay,
I'm gonna contact D. Keynes if he'll be the backup then.
I will do that. He is right now, I will, yeah,
Just make it official,
okay, we can do that,
so we know we got him.
okay. Oh, yeah? Steve, you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
I didn't see you back there. They're using your name in vain up here.
Yes, sir.
He's a good guy. Oh, there was one more thing. Oh, we're still on my supervisor report. Oh my goodness. We're never gonna get through this meeting. So, are we done with the truck?
Yep.
Okay, okay. The next thing that, in my report, supervisor report, is we had a park cleanup over in Trufit. There was a building that we had sold, removed, and then, mess was left there, so there was a good-sized group of people that showed up and took care of that. If you notice the Coral, Bailey here, the main street, doesn't have any decorations this year. Evidently, we need some electrical work. Steve, you got more on that?
What's
On
that?
the Christmas decorations?
Yeah, I hung the lights last 3 years on my own, my daughter I did. I brought to John's attention and Leonard's attention that the electrical boxes were bad, only 6 of them worked. I still hung them every year just because. And they
Okay,
said that somebody was getting a hold of Ux Electric to get a bid on it, and that's all I've heard. So
okay,
I haven't heard no more. I just don't want to, I didn't do it, somebody else did, I don't know who.
okay.
But I haven't heard nothing.
I heard that the electrical was bad, and it wasn't safe to hang them up there anymore. Is that true?
No,
Oh,
I only plug in the ones that work.
oh, you just plugged in the ones that work? Okay.
Yeah, I don't plug it, if the plugging don't work, I unplug it.
Okay. Would you like to do that again this year?
I'll do it this week. I'll do
Yeah.
it this week.
Okay, that's taken care of. Thanks, Steve.
Yep.
You want to have Steve tell me which ones they are, and have someone come out and look at them.
That would be a great idea. So can you, identify the poles that need to have electrical work on them?
Yeah. Want me to put some caution tape around the ones, or what would you like me to do?
That would be okay.
I got caution tape.
Thanks.
Yep.
That's good, thank you. Next item on the supervisor report, we had a meeting, sponsored by the Montcalm Road Commission, Michigan Township Association meeting. That was very interesting. I'm learning how that road commission stuff works with. Maybe Pat can teach me, but it's a new thing for me. I'm learning a lot of stuff, so, I'm not good at that yet. And this Friday, I will be going to Michigan Township Association, workshop to learn how to do my job. But don't raise your expectations too much. That's it for the supervisor's report. We have a treasurer's report.
We do. In the general fund, beginning balance $687,461.49. With income of $41,680.38, debits of $22,088.33, with an ending balance of $707,053.54. In the COVID relief fund, beginning balance $241,448.58. Income of $50,004.21, no debits. With an ending balance of $291,452.79. We did cash in, the CD we talked about from last month, and that is earmarked for cemetery money, but, it'll go into the general fund and get earmarked as such. And we also, I believe I mentioned this last month about the Mercantile Bank, again, a CD for cemetery trust, that was cashed out. And it'll just be earmarked as such unless we choose to reinvest. Tax collection has begun, if anybody wants to pay their taxes. You know what? Even if you don't want to, go ahead. But we will be collecting taxes here at the Township Hall, December 28th from 9 to 5. If you choose to pay in person and still have that, credited towards this year. Snacks and gifts are appreciated, but not necessary. So, 9 to 5 is like a long time, you guys, so, but I'll be here. Oh, also, and then on the top of your tax bill, you'll have, the dates in February that we'll collect in person. You are encouraged to mail your taxes. The address is at the top of the tax bill again. Receipt will be mailed to you, and then if your property is in escrow, if I get the request from the escrow company, I send those totals off, and then the escrow company pays them. So, everything, all the information you need is right there on your tax bill, including, my email address, my phone number, call, text. So, that's about it.
I make a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
Second.
We have a motion, second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise. Motion carried. Do we have clerk's report, please?
Okay, clerk's report, let's see, the blinds were purchased, and the original price that I asked for was $376, but I'm happy to report that we purchased them for $264, and they have just arrived, so those will be getting put up here in the next couple weeks. Then I also have, the Facebook page is up and running again, and I have gotten into the website. Talked to Shoemaker Group, and they got me in there, and they did a little training with me and showed me how to update things, so I've been trying to get things up there as I can, and trying to utilize the calendar on the front page so that people can see when the hall is rented, and when the meetings are. The other thing I would like to do is, cemetery is gonna be another thing that I'm gonna start working on pretty soon. I'll be asking for, I have one person that said that they'd like to help me kind of straighten the records out, and the biggest thing is, making sure that we have the records correct. So that is gonna be something that I'm gonna have a couple people working on, so if anybody needs to buy plots, just let me know. We're doing the best we can with the records that we have. Some of them aren't as clear as mud, so we're working on that. The other thing I'd like to do is make a motion for office furniture for improvements. Tim and I spoke at the last board meeting about looking at Orbit bids, but I need something, so if we find office furniture, we can purchase it and get it bought, instead of waiting for the auction to go by and then miss out on a great opportunity. So I'd like to make a motion to, earmark, I don't know, $1,000, $1,500, just up to purchase some new desks. Probably won't be that much, but I'd like to have the funds to be able to do that so that we can get the cubicles down. We've gotten half of them down. Deanna stopped along with my husband and got part of them down, so it's really opened the office up and gotten a lot more cleaning done. And looks like we found a source of where some of the mice were coming in. So that will hopefully be something that we can take care of as well. As they chew through phone wire, and we've been just slowly but surely cleaning. And every day we do more. So my motion is to earmark up to $1,500 to purchase some new desks and possibly some new chairs for the office. But like I said, it may not be that much if we find it. Been finding a lot of really good deals, but again, when you don't have the funds available, I'm gonna wait until we have that and then we can get it.
So you want two new desks and 2 new chairs, is that what you're looking for?
3 desks and 3
3
chairs.
desks and 3 chairs. So whose desks are you gonna be, like, replacing, or are these new desks?
New desks. The cubicle is a desk in of itself, those
Oh,
go
okay.
away. So when you take the walls down, those desks are no longer there because they're attached. So, just trying to open it up so it's a little more friendly. When you walk in, you actually see people instead of hiding behind a wall.
And the desk will be for you,
Yes,
anybody else?
well, Susan will be in, and then the treasurer or deputy treasurer, if somebody come in, or the supervisor, or one of the trustees.
Okay,
Or
so
the
it'll just be
assessor.
just a desk to you, anybody can use, not earmarked for somebody specific?
No, it's
Okay.
just a desk, so we have additional desk space,
Okay.
so.
So 3 chairs, 3 desks, someone have?
Yeah, for whatever, you can actually find, a lot of times, companies go out of business and that stuff flows through auction houses, it's good stuff.
Right, I
We've
just don't know
seen-
what we need.
Yeah,
So
And
That's
that's why I'm
why I said
asking
what
for
we
just of that, because it depends on the size of some of the desks that we find, that, I'd like a small little reception table, have a couple little chairs up there, because I've had a lot of people, Susan and I, we've had a lot of people stop in and to come and see the assessor, or just stop in and say, hey, it's nice to have people in the office, ask questions. We have people come in and ask, where do I pay my taxes? How do I get a cemetery plot? I have questions about this. So, just trying to make it a little more friendly and open.
I'll make the motion. So we're looking for 3 desks, 3 chairs, we got a $1,500 budget. So far.
have a motion. You got that, support? Any discussion? So, the Orbit, he's been watching for him on the Orbit bid, and he's seen him as low as $200.
Yeah, that's fine, I just didn't know what we were buying.
Offices, yeah. That's, beautiful stuff from the hot UV, and
I can pass it on through Andy if I
Yeah.
see stuff and be like, here, what do you think of this?
so we're hoping to get it down.
Nah, I
Okay,
ain't gonna sit on it, so. I see, from 9 to 5, 3 or 4 days a year, so I don't think I need to have too much input on it.
alright.
But, yeah. The office hasn't been used much in a long time, so.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
It's not just office furniture she's looking at, but I mean, it's just office furniture, it's not necessarily just 3 desks and 3 chairs, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's,
just the amounts to
Yeah.
find a group to update the office.
yeah, I mean, if it happens to come with some organizational shelving, that's a bonus. It comes with a couple filing cabinets that work within there, that's great too, but that's why looking at some of the office stuff, it's just gonna depend on the size of it. what we can fit in there nicely so it's still workable. And maybe, like I said, a small table, but
Are you gonna petition that off to where like you'll have a spot for the folks and then the public? Do they have like some sort of a shelving or something in there so that you're dividing yourself from people can't just walk back?
no.
I think that's what she's taking down, she's
Yeah,
taking down the cubicles.
Yeah, I'm taking down the
She wants to be-
cubicles.
I understand.
She wants it open.
A lot of times you do paperwork.
Like a reception desk, no, we want it, the ones that I've looked at have a reception area where you have chairs so they can come and sit and actually be face-to-face and personable. And that's the type of office we would like to have, is have it a little more personable. Especially when people are coming in and looking at cemetery plots, being able to lay the maps out and look at things. So that's been a lot of the foot traffic. We're for promotion.
Okay, we have a motion, we have discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise? Motion carried.
That's all I have.
That's it.
Yep, that's it.
Entertain, you wanna do that? No, Okay, next thing on the agenda, we have our county commissioner here. Do you have anything?
I'm technically not your commissioner until January 1, but
Oh, really?
I'd be glad to act as your commissioner tonight if your other one isn't here.
Oh, okay, well, let's see.
I don't see Kathy.
You know, you're on the board anyways, you got something
Right.
to say?
Sure. So big things that are happening at the county, we're having a hard time filling the positions at animal control. If anyone's looking for a job, either as a kennel attendant or an animal control officer, or even possibly the director, we're having a hard time finding people that wanna stay in that role, so. The current animal control officer left a couple months ago, and we've had two people that we've hired and have left again shortly, and one that was hired but then never showed up, so. I don't know what the problem with it is, if it's something that we're doing wrong, or it's just the job market in general, but we could use someone in those spots if you're looking for that. Just a brief, expectation, I guess, of what you want. In my time as a county commissioner, I don't make every township's board meetings, cause I don't believe that that's necessary. The business that you folks conduct is completely different than what we do at the county. There's some things that we collaborate on and have to have some discussion, but I don't feel like it's necessary to see me every month. And honestly, I've got another with a new district. Pine Township will meet this same night, so physically won't be able to make everyone anyway, but what do you want from me as your commissioner, I guess? Everybody's had a difference of opinion of what they expect. I think it's worked well. I try to make the townships that I represent quarterly in the past. Now with the extra workload, I don't know if quarterly's.
Well, I'm new at this job, so anything you did in the past is fine with me.
My policy's always been that you've got my phone number if something comes up. I'm not scheduled to be there next month, for example, but you've got something that pertains to the county business that you want some explanation on. Give me a call and I'll be glad to try and get here the best I could, but otherwise I'll just drop in periodically. Unless you want it different than that, let me know.
Good. I work better with email.
Okay.
Right. I left it for a second, because I never answered my phone.
Okay. Sure. And then if you have any questions for me, county business related, I'd be glad to try and answer those.
Yeah. Thank you.
Do you wanna discuss the ARPA money now, since that was the commissioners that, or I say the commissioners gave it to us, but you allocated it to us? Is that on the agenda? So So the commissioners, in the beginning of, now tell me if I'm getting my story wrong. In the beginning of the, distributing the ARPA funds, just general across the board gave every township $50,000. And then there, I think, was another round of money that came in, and the townships, some entities, right, like, I think, did the fire department, or was it, or were they just townships? Came and,
Just township.
okay, so they came and, approached, the commissioners, like, hey, we have this special project we wanna do, or we have this need that we wanna do, and they came with, their needs, and then also with a number, and then the commissioners did what commissioners do, and, allocated the rest of the funds. So Maple Valley Township, we got our first $50,000, and then supervisor at the time went and petitioned the commissioners, about some fund matching. Hey, if we take your first $50,000 and put that towards parks, could we, get another $50,000, because our township is unique and has, 2 little villages in it, and, do kind of like a matching park kind of thing. So what I wanted to discuss today was taking that $100,000 and earmarking that out of the COVID relief fund, $50,000 for each park for the playground equipment specifically, and hopefully we can apply for that Sparks grant, which apparently is open-ended for any amount of money that we can drum up a need for, and get some new matching park equipment in both Truefit and Coral, and upgrade what we have, making it less of a liability, getting it all upgraded. The Sparks grant is, like, I know you have to, there's certain criteria that have to be met. I don't think it'll be hard to meet that criteria, right? They have to meet certain safety standards, certain, I don't know if there's like engineering standards or whatever. Is it through the DR?
And it's due in by Monday. Yes.
But, I think that would, it'd be a great thing for that COVID relief money. And the last thing I would like, to happen is, if that $50,000 goes towards something else, right? I don't want the commissioners to look at Maple Valley and go, oh, they did the old bait and switch. They came at us with this need, right? And then they went ahead and did something else with the money.